Morning, everyone. I hope you're doing okay. Today, I'm talking about the pitfalls when we try and use mindfulness techniques, breathing, meditation, other grounding tools when we're trying to recover from anxiety. So, I just want to be clear up front, they are really powerful tools if we use them in the right way. This video is talking about when we don't use them in the right way. So think about the tools that you're using at the moment and where you go wrong. But the reason is that most people use them to try and get rid of the anxiety. So the mindset by which they're approaching these tools is a bit like I'm using the fingers crossed approach. I'm breathing, but I'm sort of trying to get rid of the anxiety. I'm checking myself, is the anxiety still there? I'm doing a body scan, going loose, but I'm sort of waiting for the anxiety to go. So it's a bit of a distraction tool, and we really ultimately doing it with the fingers crossed approach in a bit of desperate hope. And that's understandable if we don't understand why we're doing it. And that's where we get frustrated because I did the breathing, I did the meditation, clients tell me all the time, I'd use the mindfulness technique, and I haven't got rid of it. So the reason why these tools are good is if we use them as support tools to allow the anxiety, the panic, the dread, the physical symptoms, the heart racing, whatever it is, the thoughts, intrusive thoughts, doesn't matter what it is. If we use these anchoring tools to help us allow the anxiety to burn itself out. What we're trying to do, if we're doing it the wrong way, is we're using the tools to get rid of or suppress, push the anxiety aside, hope it goes, get out of the state. And by doing that, we're taking the anxiety very seriously. We're playing into the fear of it. Whereas if we know that anxiety is ultimately a normal response to an oversensitized nervous system and that we're just reacting to a bit of adrenaline, we don't need to push it away. Doesn't mean it's going to be pleasant or easy, and that's where the anchoring tools come in. We can use the breathing to allow the symptoms to do what they need to do. As I breathe here, I'm not trying to get rid of anything. As I drop the shoulders, go loose, do a mindful body scan. I'm not trying to stop thoughts. I'm allowing them to do what they need to do without getting involved in them, without focusing on the heart racing, without focusing on the intrusive thoughts, the difficult thoughts, the worries, the what ifs. I'm using the anchoring tools as a way to give myself a conscious focus on something else while I'm allowing the nervous system and the adrenaline to burn itself out. We've had many years of repression, suppression of these feelings, and now we just need to allow them, but we need support as we're going through that difficult process. The more we allow, we're retraining the brain that these anxious moments, panic moments, difficult symptoms are actually are not a threat anymore. So the more we can allow and use these tools to allow it, we're going to recover quicker, but we can't use them to try and get rid of the anxiety because, again, the brain thinks we're treating it as serious and we go back into the fingers crossed approach. So it's a bit of a paradox. These tools are great if we use them the right way, if we use them as a supportive allowing mechanisms. If we use them to try and repress, get rid of the anxiety, that's where we start to feel like we're beating our head against the brick wall, as the saying going. The saying goes, we're getting frustrated. And that's why people think these techniques don't work. So I hope that helps, gives you clarity on where you're at. If you've got these tools, you don't need to change them. Maybe now just try to do them with this allowing mindset. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And as always, I hope to see you again on here very soon. Take care.